In Proverbs, it says, "Look at this man with skillful hands. He will not stand before insignificant people, but he will stand in front of kings." So in my opinion, with skillful hands, we can influence the nations. So I'm Praveen and I work for a company called First Rate Infotech Private Limited. It's a part of a company called First Rate Inc. in US. We produce software for investment-oriented companies. What we're trying to do is we practice Christian values within the business. Conventionally, I was under the impression that you want to serve God, you just have to serve God by not working anywhere. And the role that you have in the society is a pastor or a preacher or a Christian worker. And that's how I did my initial years of ministry in India, and that was very tough. Nobody wants to meet me because I work for the church, and to be a Christian preacher or teacher in India is almost equal to traitors. So I wanted to meet people in the marketplace and speak to them about my faith and practice my faith in front of them. You take any role in the society you find in the Bible and they have been used by the Lord. And I was inspired, and I found business as the best way. It opens up doors to meet the decision makers of the society. It gives employment to my community. It gives empowerment to my women. It gives empowerment to my children to study, to go to school, to support themselves. The reason I'm very passionate about this model is I want to see the Indian Christian community to stand on its own feet. Sometimes the giving hurts. The Indian church has been receiving support and funding for a long time now, and because of that, our Indian church, to an extent, became crippled. I want to see the Indian church, standing on its own feet, deciding for itself what it wants to do, and support those decisions financially, and also empower the community, the Indian Christian community. As a part of Business as a Mission, what I'm doing is I'm partnering with an organization called Youth with a Mission. And what we are trying to do is we want to train young people from the Christian community by casting vision on them to start more businesses. So we are trying to release people from this training center who can start businesses and who can disciple the nations using business. As a part of Business as a Mission, First Rate Infotech Private Limited takes out 10% of what we earn. We give it to children, orphan children, and we take care of those orphan children. 3 families are taking care of 9 kids now, and we raise them in the values that I just mentioned: love, give, serve, and enjoy. For me, the First Rate Infotech is not just a company where I work and earn money, but for me the First Rate is like the church. I go to church every morning. If you see Acts of the Apostles, chapter 2, verse 42, it says they met every day, they had the teaching every day, they broke the bread every day, and they prayed every day. These 4 things we do at First Rate Infotech Private Limited. So the best way for us to have a voice for Christians in this country is to have businesses that impacts India with Christian values. For us, it is love, give, serve, and enjoy. And for some other company, it can be anything else that Bible teaches.